Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another Pokemon Quest playthrough episode. We did some more grinding, and I can't believe the day has come where my Charizard, and even more so, my Onix, has been replaced by a couple new members, as you see on the screen here. A Persian and a Seadra, I believe? Yes, Seadra. I couldn't remember if I already evolved it or not. I tried to get these things on screen, but then for whatever reason my phone just doesn't agree to keep the footage, so obviously I couldn't keep it on screen. But yes, this is our new team. We still have the lovely Porygon. Technically it's a new Porygon, but it's still overall Porygon, which we already had Porygon. And then now we got this Persian with U-Turn and a Seadra with what, Agility and Bubble, I think? Yeah, Bubble. And then kind of the same Porygon with the Flamethrower, but it is a new Porygon with better stats than our original Porygon. But this is our new team right now going forward, and I still can't believe I would see the day where Onix, the MVP literally since I can't even remember whatever episode was titled Onix is the MVP, I want to say it was like 2 or 3, has been on our freaking team, dominating every single battle up to this point. I was like, there is nobody that's going to be better than this Onix. And I was thoroughly proven wrong. Also, quick note, I am wearing my glasses for this because I just could not see. And I know it's going to have a little bit of glare, and I deeply apologize. I either need to get my contacts in or get some glare-less glasses. But I will work on getting rid of the glare for future episodes. But for this one, I need to see. So, I mean, if I do this, literally, I'm going to have to be like this to see, and I don't want that close of a face cam, I guess. So we're going to rock it out like this going forward through these battles. But yeah, no, I couldn't really honestly believe that we had to replace our Onix. If you guys are new here, please consider subscribing. It means so much to us. We are trying to work our way to 300 subs. We are trying to plan also a sleep block. Hit us up on Twitter. We have a little tweet right now trying to figure out what we should sleep block. Or if you just have any ideas, let us know down in the comments down below. Or wherever you can reach us on social medias. Whatever is easiest for you, let us know what we should sleep block to celebrate as we're working toward 300 subs. We're hoping to get that sleep block within the next tops 2 weeks. What else do I want to talk about? I don't even know, man. I am just enjoying it out here. I literally just got off work moments ago, and I was like, you know what? Everybody's kind of left, gone home, but I've got some free time. My daughter's going to be asleep. My wife's asleep with my daughter. I've got some free time. Let's go ahead and press the record button in this beautiful outside environment. It's probably a good calming 75 degrees if I had to guess. I could probably look it up, but yeah, we're not going to do that. But if I had to guess, probably a good 75 degrees, nice night, kind of a partly cloudy night if I had to be a meteorologist for 10 seconds, if I had to be the weatherman that you see on your television sometimes. I don't know why I got an accent all of a sudden, but yee-haw, here we go. But no, seriously, it is a really nice night out, actually. Not much of a breeze, though. I wish there was a little bit more of a cool breeze going on because it would make this feel like 100% better going through tonight. But here's kind of like a background view. I know there's some dumpsters over there, so, you know, get to see some trash. But there's a whole lot of really nothing but buildings and trees out here. But that's all good. We will flow with it, and hopefully you guys enjoy the outside environment background for right now until we get back inside to our regular studios, which you can see in our Kingdom Hearts streams. If you haven't tuned into those, please do so. We have done both Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, and we will soon be potentially doing Kingdom Hearts 3 in some format, whether it be a bigger style like a sleep block or just as a regular series again. And I'm super excited to play that game for the first time with all of you. Although we are still stuck on Kingdom Hearts 2 trying to beat Roxas. But you know what? I will take every time listening to Roxas's battle theme because it's just beautiful and it gets me all in the feels and it's just so good. It's just so good. If you haven't heard Roxas's battle theme when he fights Sora, you just got to go listen to it. I think even those that maybe even haven't played Kingdom Hearts would respect how it sounds, I feel like. And yeah, it might not be entirely feeling like a battle theme, but it's just so good. Should probably commentate a little bit on gameplay, right? Maybe. I think we're about to battle a Dugong, if I remember. Yes, it is a Dugong. Dugong. Who remembers Dugong from the first Pokemon movie, the movie that everybody points out the Dugong for spoiling the emotional moments of the Pokemon battling? and they were crying when Ash died. Spoilers, but Ash dies kind of in that movie. Anyway. But yeah, no, our objective here is to get as much as we can get done going forward until we just need to grind again. That's pretty much seems like the general concept of this game. You get some good grinding to maybe proceed 2 to 4 levels, and then you gotta grind again. But it's all good. I understand that they had to make it a good long gameplay, which it definitely was. I definitely have really enjoyed this game, but I'll be honest, I don't know if I'll see the replayability in this going forward, unlike the other Pokemon games. I don't know. There's some I just can't do. Like even like Pokemon Puzzle League, or even just regular Pokemon games like Ruby, Sapphire, like unrandomized now, I can still enjoy playing again and playing through, just trying to learn new stuff and find new things. But certain games, like I know Pokemon Shuffle, I couldn't get too much into this one. What's another one I haven't really dived too deep into? I can't remember off the top of my head. Pokemon Go was one I still play a lot. Obviously, I brought that to the channel a couple times. But Pokemon Go is one where I was hardcore playing it, like daily, raiding, all that stuff as an active group person that would go out and battle and do all these things. I think I have a sneeze coming. Hang on, let's see. Is the sneeze going to come? I don't think it's going to come. I think I called it out. Now it's scared. Will the sneeze come? No, I think it's gone. Yeah, I called the sneeze out, and he was like, I'm going to, show you up, act like you're a liar or something. But what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Pokemon Go. But, after all that, doing a while, I just kind of died off of it. It got to the point before Gen 4 was released where literally the only Pokemon I needed were the either rare egg hatches, like 10K eggs or 5K eggs that are in the ultra rare tiers, or the regionals, which obviously I just couldn't afford to travel to go get. So I was like, well, now I'm just using it basically to collect the daily stops and do all that. Then obviously Gen 4 came out. I got to dive back in, caught a majority of the mons except for those that were rare, such as like Riolu, Rampardos, I know was one that took me a long time. Not Bastiodon. I can't remember the other one's name, but there's another one rare in there that it took me a good while to capture and get for the deck. So I've been still working through Gen 4, and then obviously Gen 5 literally dropped like less than probably a week ago at the time of this recording, and I've been catching pretty much almost all those besides some of the regionals and some of the rare ones too. So it's got me back into it a little more hardcore, but that's a game, like I was saying when I was talking about like the other Pokemon games where I kind of like died off of it, or I just couldn't get too much into it. Like I said with Pokemon Shovel in this game, I just don't know if I'd see any more extra playability after I beat it. I might be wrong, but right now that's just how my gut feels. But Pokemon Go wise, it was one where it's had its up and down, where I was like hardcore playing, going for the raids, all that, then dying down to where I would just do the minimums of doing a research reward, spinning a stop and catching a Pokemon for the daily stuff, and that'd be it. And then now I've gotten into more so doing raids again and everything like that. I've thought about bringing to the channel a I don't know how I'm trying to word this, but right now on my Pokemon, like my actual true Pokemon Go account, I'm on level, I think 37, and I have about, I think at least 85% of the decks completed and everything like that from all the mons and different raids that you could potentially have. I was wondering like how long it would take, and I'm going to note this with real quick that what I'm about to say I'm not the biggest supporter of. I want to do it kind of as a research thing, but how long it would take to, like, if you were to be spoofing Pokemon Go, to at least catch up to where I am. Because it's taken me, because it came out almost, 4 years ago, I think, almost at this point. I think it was 3 years ago in July, if I remember correctly. And obviously it took me 3 years to get to the point I'm at 37 and all that. Like I said, I didn't play all the time, but at the same point, it just has me curious of like, so if I was spoofing and could do all this other stuff besides, pretty much hacking into the game and doing illegal stuff, but kind of spoofing my location and getting some of the rare stuff, how long it would take not only to get all the Dex mons, but catch up to my current level because of that factor of being able to go anywhere, challenge different raids, change your time zone to work around the system to battle different raids and do the research rewards and everything like that. I think the only ones that you would have problems with are those raids of like that used to be like the Reggies and the ones that are just no longer currently available. That's be where the decks I couldn't match at least, but I still feel like with all the raids I could do by spoofing into a different location, because obviously I can't always travel with my actual phone, I think I would catch up to my current level in Pokemon Go pretty dang quickly if I had to predict. But it's something I definitely have been interested in trying. But like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of spoofing. I definitely think it's good to try to like go to those places. If I get why people, do the spoofing, because it's like they can't afford a flight to say like Paris if they wanted Mr. Mime back in the day, or during doing certain things or trying to acquire certain mons when they just don't have the means to, so they just spoof to go get it. I get it 100%, but I still will argue that the actual regular play, going out and catching them and all that, is highly better. It just feels a little bit more rewarding. But like I said, to each its own. I will always respect others and the way they kind of see things. That's usually always my view. I will always respect pretty much anyone's opinion on stuff unless they're being disrespectful to someone about it, if that makes somewhat of sense. Like, you could say, like, let's see, something about me, like, I love Dragon Ball Z. You could tell me right now Dragon Ball Z is the worst anime to you and all that. That's perfectly fine. You can tell me that, and I will respect that opinion. But if you say, well, because you like Dragon Ball Z, that must mean you're this type of a person, or, that this anime is for those that are losers or whatever, then you're kind of being disrespectful. That's usually my opinion on it. And that might be a harsh opinion, but that's usually just how I take things. But I'm pretty open to whatever anybody believes. That's why I'm one that's like, you know what, leave the negative comments. Let us know how we can improve, be better, everything like that, because we want to seek to improve to be the best content creator we can for all of you that are watching us, and we hope we can portray that going forward. Like I said, we do have a lot of hiccups and things we're trying to work through and get into all this editing and getting back to everything that we kind of did early on in our channel before all the different hiccups happen. But still, hopefully just like that message is portrayed, that we're welcoming to all, positive or negative. As long as you're just not being ultra disrespectful, we're going to respect your opinion no matter what. You can tell us we, are, that you wish we did this differently or whatever, but at the same point, I just, like I said, as long as you're not just being, oh, you're such a idiot for doing that or what, that's where I just kind of sometimes draw the line. But enough on that tangent. I'm doing Pokemon Quest, right? That's what I was playing. Oh yeah, that's that. I feel like I did this the last episode. That's what I was doing. That's the app I was playing, right? Yeah, that's the app I'm playing. For those that don't know, and I know I mentioned this kind of big few times, but I'm going to do this until I can actually add face cam during the moment. But my face cam is added after the recording took place. It's the only way I can add my face cam to the recording right now as it stands. So all this recording has already took place. I know what happens in the me that's right here. The me back when he recorded that didn't know what happens, obviously. But I just want to be transparent and being as honest as I can be on everything. So that's why I find it a little easier to just kind of commentate and whatever and not pay attention too much to the gameplay, because I can talk about whatever, kind of knowing what's going on the screen. And maybe you guys just like to hear the commentary. I don't know. Maybe you want to care about the gameplay of us battling some Horseys around some nice looking water and an arch apparently. And, as our team is doing pretty decently well, can't complain. I remember when we used to face a Cloyster as a boss. Now we're just battling him as a regular mon and trying to take him down. I will probably miss my Onyx though, unless I get another one. Then I guess that's a possibility. I didn't see this team coming together, so anything's possible at this point. I still have not searched up or looked up like what's the ultimate team to kind of have for this game. I haven't really done any research into this game at all, except for certain of the recipe stuff, but it wasn't like I've ever used any of them. I just kind of was like, oh, what all can you make? But I haven't really done any of them. But it's all good. Like I said, overall, I would say this game, just initially wise, I would give probably at least a 7.5 out of 10. Literally, the only negatives that I have to it is, yeah, it can get kind of boring at times, especially with all the grinding you have to do. But I do like that challenge of it, that you have to kind of work to get where you are. But it does feel like you can kind of turn on auto, and it might be a good thing for some people, just turn it on auto, go eat a meal, and talk with people as it does all the work for you. But I kind of like sometimes a little bit more interaction too. So I don't know. It's a weird, good mix. And then, like I said, it's a whole different Pokemon style. So it's just something I think I would have to get used to more. And maybe if I did play it more, it might get higher in rankings. And that sometimes does happen with me where I'll think a game is better sometimes the second time around that I play it or whatever, or the more I get exposed to this new style, it gets better. Because I know I talk about this sometimes too, but like Kingdom Hearts, when I always talk about this game because it's it's the easiest one to point out. Kingdom Hearts, first whatever impressions was this was going to be a very girly game centered around very young kids for basically tiny, probably we'll say maximum 10 and then under. Above, obviously, kindergarten age, whatever, a little bit kind of advanced gaming, but I still thought it was going to be more centered to the younger crowds, kind of like how Pokemon's centered to younger, but still older people play it. But anyway, but more centered to the younger gamers, and like I said, it seemed like it was more of a girly game, but then, I played it, got to see my brother play it, and it's my #1 game of all time because I love it. I know it's a weird mixed up story and a lot of it makes zero sense and a lot of it is weird, but I don't know. I just love the mechanics of it and the music's good and all that. My other favorite games are like Smash Brothers and Pokemon, obviously. Love Mario too. Can't harp on Mario. Pretty much anything Nintendo I'm a big fanboy of, but PlayStation wise, you got to get that Kingdom Hearts, Star Wars Battlefront 2 had some respect, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, I mean all that good stuff. I mean, if we're shouting out all the systems, Xbox I played like Halo and Madden, and then Sega I played Sonic and X-Men and Toy Story, and I think I played the Lion King on that version, not the Lion King on the NES version. If I remember correctly. I don't know, my memory's a little shady. Just going to keep trying to progress here in the game, obviously. Just like I said, we try to get as much levels done. We try to challenge ourselves to get as much done in these episodes before we just feel like it's ultimately time to grind again, and I do the grinding off screen. Unless it's just one battle or two, then I'll do it on screen. But most of the time I just do it off screen, get us to where we can maybe advance at least a couple more battles, and then wrap it up. That's usually how we do this, and I hope you guys enjoyed along the way and are here with us throughout the journey. If you guys ever want to see anything or have any suggestions or whatever, like I said, leave it down in the comments down below. We see every single one. We respond to as many as we can, and we love seeing what you guys would like to see and doing new things, especially. I feel the sneeze again. Is it going to come this time? Yes. Anybody ever seen anybody get hype over his sneeze? Yes. Oh, that felt so good. If you're at this point in the episode, comment bless you. I don't know. Oh, that felt so good, but now I feel another one coming on creepily, not as fast as the other one, but it's definitely in there. There's that like little tickle in the back of my nose right now. And so I was just like, yeah, another sneeze is going to come, and it's going to come soon. I think my allergies are getting bad. Usually once fall starts coming around, my allergies start acting up, so I get congested at times. But it's all good. I'll power through. I also get usually pretty bad TMI, I'm sure, but sinus infections and stuff too. It's just not a fun time. But usually fall's basically my sickest season. My favorite season is summer. I love summer weather. I like warm more than cold. And my favorite time of year overall is Christmas, in case, we want to be even more exact. Love the music, love the stuff, all that stuff. Not like the gifts, but, like just the family and all the stuff revolving around Christmas. I mean, the gifts are nice, but, Nobody's leveling up. Get a few items. So we're at, 9,915 right now as it stands. think we have a couple things maybe we can hook on, maybe not. I don't know. I don't even remember what we grabbed. Maybe to boost up ourselves a little bit higher. I definitely need to do, whenever we get to the finale, do a comparison of what we started our initial first ever team before we added any power gems or anything's level versus our final team level that won the game with. I think it'd be interesting to see the difference. Get a few rewards here. So we're at 9,955, and the next closest to that is 10,500. So this is where there's one of those parts where I'm like, should I just grind? But I'm like, I'm going to risk it. I got a couple battery charges. I'm going to risk to see if maybe we can pull a win out of our butts on this. Sometimes we do get lucky and win these, but most of the time we don't. But, you know, I'm going to try my best. I did turn off auto here, so I am hand controlling it this time. Like I said, usually the best thing about hand controlling is you do attack a little faster and you can kind of choose the commands a little bit better so they don't spam stupid stuff sometimes. Because I saw, especially like back when we had Onyx, him hardening all the time, and like, just attack. It would kill him if you just attacked, and he would just keep hardening. I'm like, oh my god, we're going to lose because you want to keep hardening. It won't matter. Just kill it. And here, all my Pokemon, every single Pokemon has fallen asleep. This is not what you want to see in a battle. Should have known that all these Clefairy and Clefables would know Sings. Or is it all Clefables or Clefairies or whatever? There might be a Wigglytuff or a Jigglypuff in there. I can't tell. I don't remember anymore. We just battled. And I don't know why the moves are still disabled. I'm assuming one of them knows disable, but usually it has a weird logo for disabled moves. But we'll get U-turn here to maybe do some kind of damage onto something. I have enjoyed, actually, the new team of 3 playing with them, but I will always defend my, especially my Onyx, and then definitely Charizard. Charizard was so nice. I love Charizard. Freaking Porygon still hasn't recharged at all. See if I can run away to heal up. There he goes. But yeah, if we can't beat this level, I'll be wrapping up the episode. I'm pretty sure that's what I do if I remember correctly. But yeah, if I can't beat this level, I'm pretty sure I wrap it up. If I do, then, you know, we continue forward until we lose and just seem like we need more grinding. I wonder, because like obviously this has the cooking thing, if that's kind of what Gen 8 got some. I know there was cooking in, I think Gen 6 and 7 as well, or something along that style with the other generations, but obviously this one had it too, so I wonder if all these games just influenced it more so with Gen 8 with the cooking curry thing that they have going on. I'm hoping also to hear more Gen 8 news. We got Surfetch, which looks great. I'm going to probably do a video just talking all the Gen 8 stuff here soon, because I was going to do something with the Surfetch announcement, but I was seeing it was like 30 seconds long as it was like how I go about it, and we already talked about all the other Nintendo Direct news. And there is this rumor of like October, another one coming, but I might just kind of do a video of just kind of talking through all the news so far that we've gotten and diving through like Pokemon.com information and just anything else that maybe we just haven't dived into and talk about as our team takes a massive L. But we're going to go ahead and choose the give up option for once and take these items because I'm sure they will definitely come in handy. But yeah, just to talk about all the extra additional stuff that maybe we just haven't been able to talk about through the directs, because obviously the website gives out more details and then certain trailers give more details than other stuff. Usually the Japanese trailer shows off more as well. So I think that was what I'm going to plan on doing before the next Pokemon trailer comes out, is doing just kind of like an overall talk about everything and hopefully getting that dropped before the end of next week. I don't have a date in mind just yet, but we're just trying to figure everything out, get more of our earlier videos done before we get new stuff kind of started, if that makes sense. Got to get focusing on Kingdom Hearts finishing up, Platinum, and a lot of other stuff. Not that those will get finished before that video comes out, but just at least keeping them rolling before we put out anything new. But like I said, guys, be sure, if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button. It means the world to us. It really does help. Please hit the like button. It also helps as well. Like I said, leave comments down below on anything, any suggestions, anything you would like to say. Ooh, we got another thing we got cooking up here. I didn't remember this, but yay. It'll definitely help, especially if we need to at least train up our Pokemon. It looks like it's a Voltorb. Like I said, you can follow us on our socials. That gives you all updates anytime we post a video, might go live, or anything that might be going on. You can follow us on our socials. We do a lot of like behind the scenes stuff on our Instagram, where you can see pictures of my family and stuff that we do when we're not doing the YouTube stuff. I don't know. It's just nice to get that support from you guys all around, and it means so much for all those that have, and we thank each and every one of you individually. At least to get the outro out of the way before we wrap up. Alright, so right now we got a couple people we can try to train up here. Got a little bit of a slower loading time. Actually, I do remember this because my phone was being really laggy during this point, and I didn't know why. Maybe because it was hot outside? I don't know. Because I do record these sometimes sitting on like my patio, or during my like breaks and stuff. I'll record a couple minutes because obviously it doesn't have sound or anything, so it's just easy to press screen record and go. So he's really close to getting another power up. So definitely think I'm going to grind up Mr. Porygon here, because he's like an inch away from getting the next plus, which will boost our level even more so. I don't think the levels we'll get from training against these Pokemon will get us there, but at least super close to maybe we're only 2 levels away from getting Porygon to be a really good Mon. Yeah, literally probably a level or 2 away. So that's probably what I'll do between this episode and the next, is get Porygon up to get that extra slot, boost our team up. But again, I want to thank every single one of you that have watched this video. We thank you all so much. We respect every single one of you. We'll be sure to see you all guys in the very next episode. The Moderate Gamer gonna be signing out whenever the little thing goes down, but for sure I'm gonna say caca, because that was terrible. Caca, that was better. Like we always do. That is our little saying, and we love every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys, and it looks like we're about, what, 300 away from that level.